everyone, and welcome to my Lego table. So today we are going to be doing the Lego Transformers Soundwave. This is set number 10358. It is 1,505 pieces, and it is for 18 and up. This sells for $189.99 on the Lego website. Now, the cool thing about this build is that he does actually transform. As you can see from the pictures here, he goes from the big tall transformer, starting to transform, and then into basically like the cassette player. Okay. All right. So it also comes with a couple of extra little pieces and stuff like that. This does have 12 bags of Legos to go through. It does have one fairly thick instruction manual. I don't think there's any like really extra information. Oh, well, actually there is. So in the front, it does talk about the building the Transformers collection. And I will be doing the Bumblebee Transformer and I just forgot his name. Oh my gosh, how did I forget his name? Oh, Optimus Prime. I don't know how I forgot his name. But anyways, so I will be building those later on as well to show them to you. It does give you a little bit of information at the front of the book about the build and all of that and basically how they created it. So that's pretty cool. So you guys, can read through that if you decide to get the set. Okay, it also does come with one sheet of stickers here. Not very many, so that's good, but there are still more than some other sets. Okay, the other thing it comes with is this extra piece. Now I haven't opened this. I thought I'd open it with you guys just to see what this is. So let's open it here. And what do we got? Oh, got the little Transformers plastic piece with the Transformers symbol on it. So usually when they stuff like this, where it comes in packaging like this, it means it's like a specialty item made just for this set. Now I have ran into in the past when you have a specialty item like this, that once the set retires, these become very, very hard to find because they don't make the part anymore. And unfortunately, a lot of times it's a plastic piece like this that is easy to break. Not super, like, I mean, it's not like I can drop it on the table, it doesn't break. But it is easier to crack and things like that than some of like the thicker molded pieces. And so that's one of the issues with anything like this. I do know that like on the Boba Fett ship, the older one from a while ago, it's not, is it Boba Fett? Anyways, the one that came out a while ago had a particular cover for the actual like screen, the wind. I can't remember what it's called, but anyways, it had a particular piece like this too. And now that that set is retired, it's pretty much impossible to find it without paying like $300-400 for it. And they've even started making like replicas of it that you can buy instead, which would make the Lego not worth as much money because it's not a Lego piece. Okay, so you can do like 3D printed items, but it's not from Lego and it's not a Lego piece, so it makes the set not worth as much money. So you can run into that. Okay, so anyway, so what we're going to do is we are going to start with bag number 1 here. We're going to get that all together. I'll come back and show you what we've built so far, and then we'll just go on from there and go from bag to bag, okay? So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag number 1 is done. The first thing we built was this here. Now, this is not a sticker. This is actually a printed piece, and you can actually change what you have on there. So you can also put this on there too. So it's either or there. Okay, then we have the little bird. I think this is like the bird that comes off of his chest, isn't it? But anyways, it's actually a cassette player too. So this part flips up back onto there, maybe if I can get it to go up, and then the wings fold back. Oh, and I'm breaking stuff apart as I'm trying to do it one-handed. Anyways, so underneath it, if you take these off, it transforms into like a cassette player. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so when we first built it, this is what we made, basically like a little cassette player here. Okay, so you can take this part out and you've got the head. You can see the eyes for the bird are on there. Then these flip down. So 1 flips down, 2 flips down. And then these pull out to make the wings, okay? These went on top. And I probably could have left these on there, but I wanted you to see the thing underneath. Oh my goodness, you guys. It's not wanting to go back together now. Okay, so at the bottom of this, there's just these little tabs. You put it in the hole and put it down in there. Try not to break anything as you're doing it. And then this one, same thing, another little red tab. Line it up with the hole, push it in, hopefully, which it's not wanting to go in now. I had them perfectly in there. Now they want to fall apart as I'm trying to push them back in there. Come on, get in there. There we go. Okay, and so now you have the bird, okay? And it pretty much usually stands up. So there we go. Okay, so there is that. So this, which you can switch out for this if you want, and then the transforming cassette player into a bird. Okay. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to bag number 2. Once I get that done, I'll come back and show you guys what we've made. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you guys. So this is what we built with the second bag, which is kind of like the little dog here. Now he does transform as well. So you take these 2 little end things off. Okay. Let's get those off. Okay. Then you take the little tail and you bring it in. And you take the head and you bring it in, okay? And then you basically take these and fold them up and out. So you bring the 2 sides of the body out. You bring the legs back to their kind of flappy position here, okay? And then you're going to take, hold on, let me get this straightened out a little bit. Okay. And then you're going to take the legs and stop it. Sorry, I've got a cat playing with a drawer. Okay, so you'll take the legs and you'll fold this one up and in and fold this one up and in. And then these 2 fold down. Oops, moved the whole thing instead of folding it. Hold on here. There we go. And in as well. Okay. Get that one to go in. And there you go. So that's it. Okay. All right. So now we are going to move on to bag number 3, which is going to actually start Soundwave himself. So I'm going to go ahead and get that started. I'll be back once bag number 3 is done to show you what we've made. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys. So we have bag number 3 done, and this is what we have made so far. Now, right now, this does kind of flip back and forth. Okay. And we've got some things on for movable limbs here. Okay. Other than that, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to bag number 4. Once I get that done, I will come back and show you guys what we built. Oh, and with this here, the play is one of the stickers. Okay. All right. So I'll be back. Okay, you guys. So bag number 4 builds this extra part that we put on top of the part that we had already built from before. And this also includes the sound box. So if you have the play thing here, and you hit it, now it talks. So the sounds that are in this are sounds from the movies, but there's also some new sounds that are just for this model specifically. So that's pretty cool. Okay. Decepticons are awesome. Okay, so, and then over here, this part here, we built after we built this top piece, and then put the sound thing in, and then this is to hold that sound thing, the sound box in, so it doesn't pop back out. So if you needed to change the batteries or anything in the sound box, you would have to take this piece off and then pull the sound box out. Not very difficult, unless like this is going to get super covered up by other stuff as we go along. I don't think so, though. I think that's pretty much going to stay where that is. Okay. All right. So now that we have this all done, we're going to move on to bag number 5. I'll get that done and then come back and show you guys what we've made so far. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag number 5 is done, and basically what we did was we put these on. So these are attached here, and then you spin them, and they click in by a hook system over here, and you have one on each side, okay? And then we did the other side here. I gotta turn it without spilling it. So basically the cassette player part is in, and this does open up, and when you look down in there, you can see the you know, like the cassette area. Now, you can transform this. Right now I have it as a bird, but you can transform this back into the little cassette, and I'm pretty sure it'll fit down in there. I haven't tried it, but that's what it's for, because I knew that the bird thing came out of his chest. I just guess I wasn't, I don't know. I guess I was thinking you would build it in there, but we already built it ahead of time. So you can put that back into the cassette like I showed you earlier when we built it, and then it'll fit down in here just like a cassette player. Okay. All right. And of course there's that specialty piece that came with it. So that's it so far. So we're going to move on to bag number 6. Once I get that done, I'll come back and show you what we've built. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag number 6 was mainly about getting the arms on, as you can see. So they do move at the joints. They don't move out or anything. They just move up and down, and then they will move at the elbow as well. Then you also have the hands, which the fingers will move in all different ways. Well, not in all different ways, basically up and down or back and forth, whichever way you want to call that. Okay. And then you can actually kind of turn them as well. Okay. As far as stickers go, both of these here are stickers, and both of these here are stickers. Other than that, everything else is just regular stuff. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move on with bag number 7. Once I get that done, I will come back and show you guys what we've made. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys, so with bag number 7, we have created this here. So this here is a sticker for the record and battery button. This here is a sticker, and this here is a sticker as well. Okay. And so that is it so far. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on with bag number 8. And once I get that done, I'll come back and show you guys what we've made. Okay, you guys, so bag number 8 is done, and we have gotten one of the legs finished here. So this here is a sticker. Other than that, not too much else going on. Things do move, like these move and stuff like that, but I'm guessing that when we transform it at the end, we're going to see all of that. So it is attached right now, but since there's only one leg, I can't really stand him up, and it's really sideways right now. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on bag number 9, which I think is going to begin the other leg. And once I get that done, I'll come back and show you what we've made so far. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag 9 is done, and we've started the other leg here. So, of course, this here is like some more of the movement, and then this here moves as well. But that's basically, I think, for folding stuff up and all of that. So this here is a sticker which says stereo micro cassette recorder. This here is a sticker, and this is a sticker as well. Okay. All right. So we are going to move on with bag number 10. Oh, sorry, puppies. And once I get that done, I'll come back and show you guys what we've built. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag 10 is done, and we got the other leg on. So this is a sticker as well here, and it basically looks just like the other leg. It's just on the other side. So, but yeah, so now he pretty much could probably stand if I had the legs positioned correctly. Here we go. Hold on, let's see what we got. There we go. So he can stand now, so that's good. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on to bag number 11, and once I get that done, I'll come back and show you what we've got. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag number 11, we added these middle sections in here. So this here and this here. That was pretty much it, and I'm going to show you how those, because those switch out. So let me get the camera set up, and I'll be right back to show you that. Okay, so we have these little sections down here, and what you can do is you pull this down, and you can kind of toss it to the back, and then you can just push on this, and then these will rotate down. You can do the same thing on the other side, and then he's got his big feet. Okay, and there he is. He's a little bit crooked right now, but that's okay. So there he is. Great. Okay, so we're going to move on to bag number 12, which I'm guessing is going to be the head and finishing it off. So I'll be back as soon as that's done. Okay, you guys, so the final bag is done. Basically, we did the head up here first, which you can actually kind of, I mean, you can make it stand up really funky looking if you want to. But there's the head. You got the two guns, the one holding in the hand and the one on the shoulder. And that was pretty much it. I did forget to show you, so this does pop open by hitting the button up here. Okay, So now, oh, and then we also did the card here. So this was the last sticker. And then you can set the little boom box on there with it. So now the only thing left to do is to transform it. So hopefully it'll transform okay. I had a Optimus Prime a while ago. I don't think it's the same one that's out now. I think it was a different one. And I had trouble getting him to transform without it like falling apart as I was trying to transform it. So let's hope that this one goes a little bit better. So let me get my camera set up and I will show you guys how we do that. Okay, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so here he is now. So here's what you have to do. Let me get back to it on the page here. Okay, so first things first, you're going to remove the shoulder gun and the gun on the hand. Okay, take those off. Then what you're going to do is you are going to snap out his feet down here at the bottom. So again, you're going to take these down and snap these out. Okay. Like that. Okay. Not really snap, kind of more like roll. Okay. Then you're going to take his hands and you're supposed to turn him around so the back faces you. And you should be able to, what are they doing? Taking his hands and just bend. Oh, they bent. Okay, so you're just going to move those up like this. Maybe. There we go. Okay, got that. All right, then you should be able to, oh, you're going to take his arms here. So they should snap off, not snap off, but open up right there at the shoulder, okay? And you're going to put those just so that they're out like that, I'm guessing. Woo, feels a little unstable. It's a little scary, okay? All right, so now we have most of that done, correct? Yes. Okay, looking good. All right, then you're going to take his legs and we're going to turn him around to face us again so we can see him. And you're basically going to have him do what I call the Chinese splits. I don't know if that's what they're called anymore, but that's what we called them when, you know, a while ago. Okay. And then you're going to take, it doesn't really tell you what to do with this flap. I'm guessing you just lay that flat from the, where you took the feet out. So I'm going to lay that flat first. Okay. And then you're supposed to take the legs and rotate them so that the signs show. So it'll say record and battery over here, and it'll say stereo, micro cassette, and recorder over here. Okay. So once you've got that done, then you should be able to take the legs and just bend them up like so, maybe. Okay. He's like leaning all over the place here. I feel like the feet, oh, see, it has the feet back down in there. Why did it have us pull them? That was weird. Okay, let me put the feet back down in there. Put this, I was going to say, because that's not going to fit like that. Okay, so now we got his feet up like that. Okay, now you should be able to, okay, so if you can see it here, there's a little like hook back in there. Do you see that little hook? And it is going to hook to a bar that's right lined up with it, okay? Hopefully. You know, my eyesight is not so great, so, and this is like I need a flashlight or something to light that up a little bit, and it is not, and I just broke something. See, that's what happens every time I break something off. Okay, let me get that back in there, hopefully. Okay, got that back in there. There we go. Well, it's not in there. Great. There we go. Okay, got that back in there. See if I can hook this side. I would say the hooks aren't exactly lining up great. There we go. Okay. So here's that now. All right. Okay, so now what we're going to do, what is it having it do? Oh, well, I didn't have that part up anyways. This was supposed to be up, I guess, and I didn't have that up. But it's having me rotate them down anyway, so I'm going to rotate them down, leave them down, okay? So this would, I guess, originally have been up. I don't know why it wasn't. Must have went down when I did something. Okay, so now, what are we doing here? Oh, okay, so now we're going to turn it around. we're going to turn his head around. And then we're going to open this box. Okay, I'm guessing we're going to put the head down in there. Yep. So put the head down in. And then close up the box. Okay, so there's his head gone. Then you're going to take the shoulder gun. And you are going to put that... See, this doesn't look right. It's like, well, it's kind of not straight. That's for one thing. Oh, and look at that. It broke off. Great. Oh, no, that's his hand. It didn't break off. Okay, never mind. My fault. Okay, so where are his hands supposed to be at, though? Let's curl the fingers in. And then they should... It actually shows them, like, more down here, but mine aren't reaching down there. Just strange. Maybe they're about right where they're... I don't know. That could be wrong. There might be... Something might not be quite right there. Okay, but then you take this, and there's some little studs there, and you can put this. Oh my gosh, you guys. See, this is what I mean. I don't like doing this because I feel like it's going to fall apart as I'm doing it. I really don't like it. But that is just, they're just not lining up right. Oh, that's why. Okay. Well, duh. Okay, so I didn't quite have that one pushed back far enough. Now this one is right, but this one still doesn't seem quite, oh my gosh. See? This is what happens. Okay, so put this back together now. I think that got loose from the last time it fell apart and I didn't quite get it back right. Okay, so I think, there we go. So that's good now. All right, now we're gonna put the shoulder gun on the studs right here. Maybe. If it will go on them. There we go. Got that. And then this gun here, you're going to take the bottom part off. And then you are going to put it, there's a little hole right here for this here. So you're going to put that in there. And you have that. Okay. And then you're going to open up your cassette thing. Okay. And you're going to take your little guy and transform him back into a cassette and put him in here. And then you can also transform your little dog dude back. I'm not going to do that just because I want to leave them as they are, and I already showed you how to transform those. So then you can just transform your little dog dude too, and he could be a cassette as well. So whichever way you want to do that, you can pop them in there and close them in. Okay. And then, you know, sweet. Okay. Okay, now let's see if I can reverse this and turn it back. So that'll be the fun part. Okay, so first things first, let me get these two guys out of the way. Set them back over here. So first things first, we got to take the guns back off. And I am going to go ahead, just because I don't want to lose it or forget to do it, I'm going to put this back on here so that I know it's on there. Okay, good. All right, so then we're going to pop out the head. Pop him out and make sure it rolls all the way around, and then turn it around. Okay, and put that back in its place. Then we're going to, let's see, I just did that. Okay, then we're going to flip these two bottom pieces, hopefully, back into place here. Okay. They don't seem to want. All right, let's see if we can get it better here in a minute. Okay, got that done. Then we're going to disconnect the little anchors that we put on, or the little hooks we put on over here and over here. Please don't fall apart. Good. Okay, got that. Then we should be able to bring the legs back down. Something just made a rattling noise like it fell off. That's not good. Oh, something did fall off. A little tiny guy. Oh, he goes right here. Whew, thank goodness. Easy to find. Okay, put that back on there. All right. Then you're going to rotate the legs back here and here. Okay, Okay, and then we should be able to, yeah, stand him back up here and here. Okay, there we go. All right, now we're gonna bring his arms back around, and they just hook into this little hook here. And I just knock that out again. I gotta stop putting pressure on that because it's not a good idea. Okay. Put that one in there. This one is not quite snapping in. Ooh, why does that feel so loose? I think it is loose. Great. Fantastic, you guys. Fantastic. Okay. Oh yeah, it just came off. Okay. That's not good. Okay, so snap you back on. There we go. And then snap you back on. Maybe. It's like, there we go. Got it. Okay. Now let's put this back together again. Yeah, don't put any pressure on this front thing because it does not withstand it very well. Oops. On the cassette door, I guess you would call it. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we're going to turn this around so I can see the hands. Bring the hands back down. Okay, there we go. You can bend them up a little bit if you want. All right, now we got that done. Now we can rotate the feet back down as well by taking this. And this can just lay up against there. And then you just push this bottom part and the bigger feet will come out. Okay, same thing with this. Bring his other foot back up. Oh, pulled too hard. Luckily that just pops back on there. There we go. Okay, so there's that. Now we're gonna put his guns back on. So the shoulder one goes up here. Okay, and then this one connects into this little hole on the hand. And there he is, done. Back to the way he was. Now I will also tell you, so I picked the red eyes, but you could also do the yellow eyes. There's little yellow ones. This is all they are. They're little angle, like yellowish see-through things. So you could use yellow too if you'd rather do yellow. I just did the red because I kind of like the red. I think it looks cool. Okay. All right, you guys. So then we have also, you know, our little dog and our little bird and our sign. And you can bend this up at the elbow so that it's pointing. And he looks cool. There you go. All right, you guys. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. Please like, subscribe, get notifications, and also watch some more of my videos so that I can keep bringing you more and more Lego. You can also check out my eBay and see what I have up for sale on there. There will be a link in the description below for you to check that out if you want. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good day and enjoy your Lego building. And we will see you on the next build. That's right. Bye.